Hey bros, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to talk about TD Ameritrade's big news and why it is so important to try and withdraw all your assets ASAP, ideally by 30th of September, which is like 3 days from now, in order to save money. Number 2, what are some of the things you should look out for? And number 3, where do you transfer to? What are the best alternatives in the market right now? So the famous SET indicator in the market has shown its face, but today that's not what we're worried about. Not the bleeding stock market. It's about TD Ameritrade. It's about them no longer serving general clients like you and me. So in their words, they say you need to withdraw all your assets, all your cash, and transit. If not, starting from 27 October, you would be charged $50 in $50 US, not just $50, in monthly maintenance fees. From this, it's really clear you need to do two things. Withdraw everything, your stocks, cash, bonds, and you need to let them know that you want to close your account. And this is super important because I notice if your account is in deficit in December, they would ask you to make it whole again. So it's unclear whether a $0 account means account closed and no maintenance fees. So just to be doubly safe, once you've withdrawn everything, let them know that you want to close your account. However, there's an exception. If you're an accredited investor, basically you got money lah. But the question is how much money? That status will allow you to retain your TD Ameritrade account. In fact, some of you might already receive an email telling you that, hey, you've been converted to an accredited investor and it's not a scam. At least according to this Redditor. My friend say, "Wana, not me, I don't know about this." So in order to become an accredited investor, you need one of the three criteria. Number 1, a personal income in excess of 300k per year in the last 12 months. Number 2, net personal assets, meaning debt must minus off of over $2 million, of which house can only be half of it, and net financial assets, or maybe stocks and cash inside TD Ameritrade, to be in excess of $1 million. So that's why I think that Redditor or that Redditor's friend has more than $1 million in the TD Ameritrade account, so therefore automatically converted to accredited investor. So one pro tip about trying to be an accredited investor is, did you know you can actually appeal if you miss the cut just by a little bit? Just like buying a house, actually a lot of times you can write in, and there are ways you can work with TD Ameritrade on this to try to find means to meet the criteria. Yes, so there are some wiggle room. Be sure to call the customer service representative or email them and try to work your way to becoming an accredited investor. So what are some of the benefits to being an accredited investor? Well, all this information can be found in TD Ameritrade's website. They're going to leave it in the accredited investor FAQ portion. So in terms of TD Ameritrade's benefits, they get to save on compliance costs, because to basically serve general mass market consumers, you need very high compliance standards with MAS, and that is very costly. So I think they're trying to cut down on costs, hopefully to improve their business margins. So the process to withdraw cash from TD Ameritrade is quite straightforward. Log into your web portal and click on Account Center, then click on Withdrawal, and then there's a wire transfer function. Just click on it, and from my own experience, it actually comes in within a day, so it's quite nice. However, if you have stocks that you want to transfer from IBKR to another broker, this process in TD Ameritrade is called Automatic Client Account Transfer System, or ACAT. According to TD Ameritrade, they charge $75, and it's unclear whether this $75 full ACAT is for each ticker symbol or for the entire account. So I'm calling them, and it takes like 40 minutes for me to figure out. So I'm going to call them and get back to you on their answer on whether it's every single ticker, like $75 per ticker, or it's for the whole account, which is a lot more affordable. So surely this 40 minutes of waiting time with a customer service agent is worth a subscribe, right? Phew, finally done with that very long call. So now the question becomes, which brokerage firm should we use? In my mind, after searching a lot of brokerage platforms, I found 3 really good ones. I'm going to start with the best, and the other 2 with very special circumstance, and I'm going to tell you when I would use this two other brokerage account. So starting with Moomoo. So Moomoo is good if you want to trade Singapore stocks. It's like the cheapest for Singapore stocks, US stocks, or Chinese shares, right? And right now Moomoo is having a very special promotion. I think it's the only one with a share transfer in promotion. So if you transfer in beyond a certain amount, they would give, I'm going to put up the chart over here, a very wonderful promotion. But here's the catch, it ends on 30th September, which is like 3 days from now, and that is why I'm making this video so urgently. Pardon the production quality, because yeah, it's 3 days for now. You can get hundreds of dollars for free, not just for new users, but existing Moomoo users, which is fantastic. And given the amount of people that will probably switch platforms, I don't think Moomoo is going to extend the carrot, because yeah, there's going to be a lot of cost, right? Since people are going to move accounts anyways. Next up is IBKRs. Interactive Brokers, or IBKR, they're very popular for trading London stocks or Irish domiciled ETFs to save on tax. You can read up on that. So Irish domiciled ETFs, IBKR is the way to go. So IBKR do not charge any fees to transfer shares in, which is great because some brokerages actually do charge, but all the three that I recommend, they don't charge any fee. So the last one is Webull. Webull unfortunately do not accept share transfers into Webull. So this means that from TD Ameritrade, you got to sell, liquidate to cash, withdraw, deposit, and then buy your shares on Webull. But Webull's advantage is that if you want to buy US shares, it is the cheapest at $0, yeah, and no platform fee. So that's why it's the cheapest amongst the three if you just purely want to trade options or buy US stocks and shares. But actually IBKR margins are like the cheapest, so trading options, you might want to consider IBKR or Webull. IBKR, another key advantage is, as you heard from the call, one-stop solution. You just fill in from IBKR side, it would transfer both the cash and your stocks over, whereas if you use Moomoo, it's slightly more inconvenient. If you use Webull, it's the most inconvenient because you need to sell, remit, blah 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 blah. So here's a personal story. TD Ameritrade used to be called Thinkorswim, and it was the first US brokerage which I opened when I started learning, like, those paid investment courses. I went for those, I think $2,000, and I learned how to trade options and buy stocks and shares. And yes, Thinkorswim was the very first account which I opened. So it's so sad that they're leaving. Unfortunately, business is tough in this environment with zero trading fee environment. So all the best to them. And if you have any tips and questions, be sure to join our WhatsApp group. I'm going to put a link right here, or check out the referral links below. It costs nothing and it helps this channel out greatly. And I'll see you in the next video. Take care and stay safe, bros. Goodbye.